Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to my channel. It is me. It is I. It is she. It is. It is. It is. It. No. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? Today is February the 22nd. Now, listen. I thought yesterday was the 19th. I know. I know. Senior moment. Senior moment. Well, today, let's get it started. Let's get it started. Ooh. Woohoo! I don't have much battery on my. Darn it! I'm gonna have to. Okay, let me hurry up. All right, so this is good. We're gonna make this even faster. You know what this means. You know what this means. Okay. You know what that means. Okay, let's just jump right into it. Hopefully, I can last. Oh boy. Okay. So how are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? Uh oh. Oh, I can't talk and chew gum at the same time. Oh my God! I cannot believe that I did not. I can't believe that I did not charge my iPad. I've been on it too much. Okay, anyway, okay, you guys know the drill. This is the COVID updates. And okay, so in California, there's 3.53 million people who have the virus. 4,646 people contracted the virus, in the past 24 hours in California. As far as deaths, is 49,380, which is horrible, but 229 people passed away last night, which is still just disgusting. But I think at one time it was 700 people in California. So as you can see, the graph is declining. Okay, it's trending down. All right, as far as America on the whole, 28.2 million people have the virus. Not me, I haven't caught it yet, but you know. Anyway, 55,195 people contracted it in the past 24 hours. I don't know. As far as deaths, now on the news they keep saying 500,000 people have passed away, but that's not true, because the CDC, right there, you see that right there, that says 499. Don't wish anybody's life or don't wish anyone's death away, okay? Does that make sense? Don't wish death on anyone. If it's not 500,000, then don't say 500,000. Channel 2, Bay Area. What is it? KRON? It's not 500,000. It's 499. That 1,000 people, it makes a huge difference, okay? So if you're not going to newscasters, Channel 2 News in the Bay Area, if you're not going to specify the correct information, don't say it, okay? Because that's misleading the public, all right? I'm not saying that it won't grow to 500, but if it's not there yet, don't say it, all right? So it's the total for today is 499,000 people have died from corona in the Bay Area, or I'm sorry, in the U.S. As far as in the past 24 hours, 1,247 people have died. 1,247 people. So as I said, the trend is going down. It is going down. It is going down. Thank goodness. Hopefully we can get back to normal. Okay, so I really have to make this quick because I didn't realize that my my tablet was low. Okay, let's go to Texas. We go to California, Texas, Florida, and up to New York. All right, in Texas, there's 2.6 million people who have the virus as a total in Texas. 6,407 people have contracted it in the past 24 hours. As far as deaths, Texas is right behind California, but not as much as New York. Texas has 42,390. 119 people passed away in the past 24 hours. And this is the graph, which it is also trending down. But Texas has some really high peaks if you look at it. You see those peaks right there? Let me get, I got my pen today. You see that's a high peak. That's literally, that was a high peak considering it was flat. Then it went high and then it kind of trend up, and you know there's a peak and then it went down, peak, 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 peak. and it still was trending up, but then at this point it started to go down, but it peaked again. So I don't know why Texas is peaking so high. Anyway, okay, so that's Texas. And I'm trying to think. I did see something on the news regarding Biden and this coronavirus, but hopefully I can get to it before the end of this video, or um, this actual iPad goes out. All right. So in Florida, Florida has 1.87 million cases, and as far as in the past 24 hours, 5,065 people have contracted it in the past 24 hours. Again, 5,065 people contracted it in Florida. As far as deaths, now Florida's it's doing very well as far as keeping that death rate a lot lower than Texas and California and actually New York. Um, I don't know why. I don't know what that correlation is. But 93 people. Okay, so 29,905 people have passed away, but only, I'm not saying that the 93 people, I'm not discounting their lives, but only 93 people passed away in Florida from COVID, which that's good compared to, other states. Okay. Florida definitely has a low death rate. 29,905 people. I don't know if they're counting the people who are dying, because they're not in the hospital, or people who are dying and they're not saying, okay, well, they had, COVID issues or whatever. I mean, I don't know. Is there a lot of immigrants or illegal immigrants who aren't going to the doctor, or not, can't go to the hospital? So, when I look at those numbers, I'm like, because Florida is a pretty big state. In Miami, there's a lot going on in Miami. There's a lot of people that go in and out of Miami from all over the world. You know what I'm saying? When you go to the Caribbean, or when you go down to South America, with a lot of people, they fly through Miami. So I'm the word is out, or the numbers are out on. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, let's go to New York, and as you know, we do New York City first. Okay, we go over the numbers for New York City, and then we capture the numbers for New York State. Why? Because New York City has a couple million people, and that makes a big difference. Okay, so New York City has 697,000 cases of COVID in the city. In the city, New York City has 697,000 cases in the cities. As far as the past 24 hours, 3,011 people have contracted the virus in the past 24 hours. As far as deaths, 28,824 people have passed away in New York City. In the past 24 hours, in New York City alone, 76 people have died. Okay, as far as the state, okay, we went from New York City to New York State. Now we're going to cover New York State. 1.59 million people have passed away. No, I'm sorry. 1.59 million people have contracted the virus in the past 24 hours in New York State. 6,237 people. As far as deaths in New York State, which California has surpassed in the past month, 46,346 people have died in the state of New York. Okay, in the city is 28,824. In the state is 46,346. In the past 24 hours, 113 people have passed away in New York State. Okay. Although the trend is going down, although the cases are trending down, the death rate is still skyrocketing. I mean, literally, what, as of yesterday or something like that, like, this is 1 year that we have been through this pandemic, and a year later, Who would have ever thought that 500,000 people would have died within a year? Within a year, okay? Within a year. That's a travesty. And again, as I said yesterday in the video, Trump, this is your legacy. This is your legacy because when Biden started a month ago, I think it was like 420 or something. So the clock stops when he was inaugurated and you left office, and it starts again from, Trump's era or legacy when all of this started and he screwed up everything. Now Biden has to come and clean it up. Same thing with Obama when President Bush, not with a pandemic, but when President Bush, was president of the country for the second term. We don't know how. Well, yes, we do know how. He got in office twice, ran the country into the ground. Remember? We had deficits. I think we were going into depression or what. I mean, it was horrible. Obama had to bring the country back up. And someone told me a long time ago that there's a cycle. There's a cycle where the Republicans, when they get into office, they drain everything. And then the Democrats, it's a cycle. The Republican and then the Democrats get in office and they bring the economy back up. The Republicans get back in office and they drain it. Look at Trump's budget for going to play golf or just doing frivolous things. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know why the Republicans are able to run down the budget like that over and over and over again. We got Bush, then Obama picked it back up, then Trump came in and he flattened it out. Now what's his name, Biden, which he is not getting that title until I get that $1,400 that he promised immediately. So I'm sorry, but I'm not calling him president until he gives me that $1,400. Okay. But anyway, yeah, so getting back to the 500,000 or 499, thank you very much. It is not 500 yet, but who would imagine, almost 500,000. That's what you say. When I heard that they ordered another 100,000 body bags, I was appalled. I was appalled. I was definitely appalled because I think at that time it was only like 40,000 people nationwide had passed away. And, we were, I guess, delusional in thinking that, okay, soon all this will go away, just like it did in China, in Wuhan, where it all started, and they were over it in 6 weeks from what they told us, okay? We still haven't really got those numbers from China and Russia, but you know what? It is what it is. It is, we can't worry about them. We can only worry about what's going on in America. So, things are getting picked up. But still, Biden needs to send everyone $12,000. Everyone that is not making over $30,000, no, let's say 50. Okay, let's say 60. Everyone that's not making $60,000 a year, they need $12,000. That way, you don't have to worry about passing these bills every 8 months, because basically that's what's going on right now. Just give everyone who's making under $60,000 $12,000 a year. That should cover daycare. That should cover if you have to, stay off of your job for 2 weeks or a month, due to this pandemic. That should take care of a lot. Okay, a lot. But we're not getting. All right, we're not getting. I was looking at this makeup Lashbox, and I know this has nothing to do with Lashbox, but okay. So the owner, Nikki, right? White woman. I think she's white. She's something, whatever. She's not black. Anyway, she's at home. She has 3 kids, and she was complaining about how it's hard for her to do math with her second grader. Okay, I'm not talking about her intelligence. I'm just talking about, and she has a husband. We don't know. I don't know what her husband does. But for her to have just the ability to stay at home with her 3 kids. Now, you look at a lot, not most, but a lot of black households, maybe Mexican, it doesn't even matter. households that are one parent, okay, who is already struggling, all right? They're already struggling. This is before the pandemic, but then once the pandemic sets in, okay, so those one parent, single parent households, they have to figure out how are they going to stay home. They have to quit their job or take a leave because it's mandated that they need to teach their kids. Like, whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't sign up for all that. I mean, I had the kids, but that's not my job to teach them their curriculum. Okay? Where am I going to get these laptops? Where am I going to get these iPads? How am I supposed to afford internet? Like, what is going? Remember those two kids who were doing their homework at Taco Bell? This is real. This is real. I'm not talking about for the upper, echelon of people who, they don't think nothing of, paying the internet or having laptops or computers. You see what I'm saying? That's not a right. That's not a right that everyone has to have a laptop, a computer, or a pad. There's a lot of homeless. There's a lot of foster care people, kids. There's just a lot of people who are under the poverty line now. I mean, it was already bad already. But literally, these people have to stay home. They have to forfeit their jobs. How are they paying the rent? They're being evicted. Like the stress, the level of stress that these people are going through. But yet, Congress and the Senate, they will rush an impeachment trial for something that already didn't work out the first time, okay? But yet they're going to rush it again and avoid the fact that these people, we need money. We need money, all right? We need money for food. We need money for rent. We need money for bills. We need money for transportation. Hell, we need money for the damn mask that's mandatory. Where are we supposed to get that extra money from? We need money for tissue. The people in Texas, they need money because whoever the power company is, Enrot or Icon, whatever, they decided to turn off their the power grid. So 69 plus people are dead because of that. Now, those are lawsuits. You see what I'm saying? But this is just common folk. We're not talking about people like Ted Cruz who can afford to go to Cancun, you know, in the midst of this disaster in Texas. Now, we're not talking about people like him, the politicians, the ratchet, the rancid politicians that don't really care about the common people. What they care about is getting reelected. That's the difference between getting reelected and caring for the common person. There's a huge difference. And you guys, we need to understand. We need to do something. Congress and the Senate, they need to do something. This $1,400 is not going to last us for the rest of the year. It's not even going to last us for the rest of the month. Do you understand that? I need people to understand, and I need people to start speaking out and telling Biden, he's not president to me. He's not my president. Not yet. I'm not saying that, I'm advocating Trump. But I'm saying, you know what, Biden? I don't like people who lie to me. I have a real issue with people that lie. Do I say? I'm not saying that I never lie, but I'm not the president of the United States. I didn't get sworn in and, right after I got sworn in, or no, before I got sworn in, I lied to everyone and said that if we get those two seats in Georgia, that we would get the check immediately. Maybe he doesn't know what immediately means. I don't know. I've made videos and I've defined it for him, but for some reason he just doesn't understand. But you know what? Let me just bring it down. This is about COVID, okay? This is about COVID and people suffering. And, basically it's the 1-year anniversary, either today or this time next month. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. People are still suffering. People still don't have money. The government still doesn't understand what they don't know what to do. It's just a travesty. And it just does not make sense. Biden, Kamala, get it together. Biden, Harris, get it together. Get it together. Okay? Get it together. I don't care about all these other programs for this and that or whatever. Take care of your people. Okay, fine. Hopefully we'll get a check in March. That's not immediate, but okay. It's not okay, but whatever. But then what? Like, That's not even plan A. That's like Trump, what, 3.0. That's in Trump's era. Biden, what are you going to do for the people from now until the end of the year? I don't understand why they're not thinking further. Cut us a check. Cut every American that makes under 60,000, every citizen, cut them a check for $12,000. Every citizen. That will last us until the end of the year. Okay? That way you don't have to keep going through this rigmarole every couple months, and it's taking 8 months. Why? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Now, I'm not talking about any other, I'm not talking about nothing other than sending each individual person that makes under $60,000 a check for $12,000. Okay, 10,000 to last us through the year. I, if nothing else, I don't care about any other program. I don't care about the eviction rate. I don't care about the restaurants. I mean, I do care about them, but I'm just talking about for each individual who makes under $60,000 a year. All right. I don't care how many kids they have. I don't care. I don't care how much crack they smoke. I don't care. Each individual that makes under $60,000, send them $10,000. I think that will pick up the economy. Now, what they do with it, that's not our business, okay? But that will funnel some money within the economy. People will go out to restaurants, people will buy cars, people go to the malls, people order online, but that will fund, people will pay their bills so that other people can pay their bills, so that other people can keep their jobs. You understand what I'm saying? All right. Okay, bye.